In this video, we will explore the spiritual and philosophical depth of water, one of the most fundamental elements of life. In nearly all cultures and spiritual traditions, water carries a powerful meaning that goes beyond its physical role in sustaining life. It connects us to the natural world and to our inner selves, symbolizing purification, balance, and renewal. Water is, above all, an element of purification. From ancient baptism rituals to ablutions practiced in religions such as Islam and Hinduism, the act of washing with water symbolizes spiritual cleansing. In Christianity, for instance, baptism with water represents the removal of sin and the beginning of a new spiritual life. This notion of renewal also appears in other cultures, where water washes away impurities and allows the soul to return to its original state of purity. In addition to purifying, water also brings balance. It flows naturally, adjusting to its environment effortlessly, offering us a metaphor for the balance we should seek in our lives. Just as water flows around obstacles without losing its essence, we too are called to find our inner balance, dealing with life's challenges in a serene and adaptable manner. This constant flow reflects the harmony we can achieve between body, mind, and spirit. As we progress in this video, we will delve deeper into the role of water in spiritual and philosophical traditions around the world, and how we can apply these teachings in our daily lives to promote balance and inner peace. Water has always been revered as a sacred element in various traditions across the globe, symbolizing life, death, purification, and rebirth. Throughout history, ancient civilizations viewed water as a link between the physical and spiritual worlds, attributing transformative and divine powers to it. In India, for example, the Ganges River is more than just a body of water. It is considered a living goddess, capable of purifying sins and bringing spiritual salvation. For Hindus, bathing in the Ganges is a ritual of rebirth, an opportunity to cleanse the soul and connect with the divine. Christianity, on the other hand, uses water in the sacrament of baptism, a ritual that symbolizes the purification of sins and entry into a new spiritual life. Similarly, in Islam, the ablution rituals before daily prayers demonstrate how physical cleansing with water reflects the purity of the soul and the preparation for contact with God. Mythologically, water also carries profound meanings. In Greek mythology, water is often associated with life and death. The river Styx, for example, was seen as a passage to the underworld, connecting the living to the dead. Egyptian mythology also revered the Nile as a divine gift, crucial for the survival and prosperity of the Egyptian people, while symbolizing the cycle of life and death. Indigenous cultures, in turn, often view water as a spirit or a living being with which humans must harmonize to ensure survival and balance within the ecosystem. Furthermore, water represents the interconnectedness of all things. In Eastern traditions, such as Taoism, water is seen as a symbol of the fluidity of life, always in motion and adaptable to change. This idea of fluidity is present in many spiritual teachings, where water invites us to recognize the impermanence of life and the importance of being in tune with nature and the cycles of the world. These traditions highlight the central role of water in humanity's spiritual journey, serving as a channel through which renewal, transformation, and balance can be achieved. Water, with its fluid and adaptable nature, teaches us profound lessons about balance, both internal and external. In Eastern philosophies like Taoism, water is frequently associated with the concept of the fluidity of life. In the Tao Te Ching, Laozi describes water as the perfect example of wu wei, or effortless action. Just as water finds the path of least resistance, flowing smoothly around obstacles, we too can apply this principle in our lives, seeking solutions that come naturally, without force or struggle. This concept of fluidity can be a powerful metaphor for mental and emotional balance. Instead of fighting against life's circumstances, we can learn to adapt, accepting changes with serenity, just as water molds itself to its environment. Water, in its constant motion, reminds us to be flexible and to allow our emotions to flow without resistance, avoiding the buildup of tensions that can throw our minds and bodies out of balance. Beyond the philosophical metaphor, water plays a literal role in physical and mental balance. Keeping our bodies properly hydrated is essential for healthy brain function and emotional well-being. Lack of hydration can directly affect our mood, energy, and concentration. Therefore, drinking water with awareness and gratitude can itself be a spiritual practice, a moment to rebalance body and mind. Many meditation practices incorporate water as a central element for achieving spiritual balance. The soothing sound of flowing water can induce deep states of calm, helping the mind to quieten. The practice of mindfulness while drinking water, where each sip is savored with full attention, can also be a way to reconnect with the present and restore our inner balance. By integrating the philosophy of water into our daily lives, we can cultivate a mindset of calm, acceptance, and harmony. Water, both in its physical and symbolic sense, invites us to find balance and fluidity in all areas of life. The water cycle in nature, which involves evaporation, precipitation, and continuous flow, powerfully reflects the cycles of human life. Just as water undergoes phases of transformation, from vapor to rain that nourishes the earth, we too experience different stages of change, growth, and renewal throughout our lives. Evaporation symbolizes spiritual ascension, where we leave behind what is unnecessary, rising to a purer and higher state of consciousness. Precipitation, in turn, can be seen as a return to the earth, to our physical selves and daily responsibilities, where we put into practice the lessons we have learned. The flow of water through rivers and oceans represents the constant movement of life, always changing, always moving forward, never stagnant. This flow also teaches us about the inevitable process of decline and rebirth that occurs both in nature and in our existence. Additionally, water symbolizes constant renewal. Just as the water cycle purifies and revitalizes ecosystems, we also go through moments of spiritual and emotional renewal. These moments can occur during periods of introspection, during challenges, or significant changes in our lives. Water reminds us that even after storms, there is always a moment of calm and regeneration. Another fundamental lesson that water offers us is detachment. It flows freely, without clinging to forms or places, accepting each new phase of its cycle with tranquility. This philosophy of detachment can be applied to spiritual well-being, teaching us to accept life's transitions and uncertainties with greater serenity. Just as water does not resist change, we can also learn to flow with situations, allowing life to take its natural course. By understanding and reflecting on the water cycle, we can connect more deeply with the cycles of our own lives, accepting changes as part of our continuous growth and renewal. Water, as a symbol of purity and balance, can be incorporated into our daily spiritual practices, helping us create moments of introspection and a deeper connection with our inner selves. There are several simple yet meaningful ways to use water to promote spiritual and mental well-being in our routines. One of the most powerful rituals is using water for spiritual purification. Starting the day with a mindful shower can transform into a moment of cleansing not just physically, but also energetically. As you come into contact with water in the morning, visualize the removal of impurities, tensions, and accumulated negative energies. Adding elements like sea salt or herbs such as rosemary or lavender enhances this ritual, promoting a calming and restorative effect. This simple act of purification with water can revitalize not only the body but also the mind and spirit, preparing you for a new day with more clarity and energy. Another fundamental practice is mindfulness while drinking water. This common and necessary act can become a spiritual experience when done with full awareness. Instead of hastily drinking, take a moment to pause. Hold the glass with both hands, feel the temperature of the water, and observe its clarity. Before drinking, take a deep breath, and as you take the first sip, focus on the sensations. The water flowing through your mouth, throat, and body, nourishing every cell. This practice not only promotes presence in the moment, but also fosters a sense of gratitude for one of the most vital resources in our existence. Drinking water mindfully teaches us the importance of valuing each small act in our daily lives. Soaking baths, in turn, can be used more profoundly for spiritual purification. In many traditions, water is believed to absorb and transform negative energies. When taking a bath, you can create an environment of tranquility using coarse salt, essential oils, or herbs to energetically cleanse the body. With each immersion, visualize the worries and tensions of the day being washed away by the water. It becomes a moment of meditation and regeneration, a time dedicated exclusively to self-care and spiritual restoration. These everyday practices can help us create a deeper connection with water and, consequently, with our spirit. By bringing awareness and intention to these simple moments, we transform our days into journeys of spiritual renewal, utilizing water as a powerful tool for balance and harmony. Water not only nourishes the physical body but also serves as a powerful vehicle for healing the mind and spirit. Hydrotherapy, an ancient practice of using water to promote health, is a clear example of how this element can be harnessed for holistic well-being, balancing body and spirit through its healing effects. Hydrotherapy has been used by various cultures throughout history, from Roman baths to Japanese hot springs. This practice involves using different temperatures and pressures of water to stimulate the body, promote blood circulation, and relieve muscle tension. However, its benefits are not only physical. Contact with water can calm the nervous system, alleviate emotional stress, and induce a deep state of relaxation. Thus, the healing properties of water can help us release not only physical pain but also emotional traumas, allowing the mind to calm and the spirit to renew. Moreover, conscious hydration, the simple act of drinking water with intention, also plays a crucial role in spiritual healing. Rather than merely quenching thirst, drinking water mindfully invites us to recognize the importance of this act for our overall well-being. Each sip of water can be seen as an opportunity to nourish the body and purify the soul. This habit reinforces the connection between the physical and the spiritual, reminding us that by caring for our bodies, we are also caring for our spirits. Numerous spiritual and healing traditions around the world emphasize the role of water as a source of healing. In Ayurveda, for instance, water is considered essential for balancing the doshas, the vital energies of the body. In many indigenous cultures, water is revered as a living spirit, and drinking from natural sources is seen as an act of healing and renewal. These testimonies show us that healing with water transcends the physical, serving as a pathway to reconnect with the universe, nature, and our inner selves. Incorporating hydrotherapy or the practice of mindful hydration into our daily lives can thus transform our relationship with water, using it as a tool for profound healing, both in body and soul. Water, being essential for life and deeply connected to the spirit, should be treated with reverence and respect. In a world where water resources are increasingly scarce, spiritual sustainability invites us to reflect on our relationship with water and nature as a whole. Caring for this vital resource is not only a physical responsibility but also a spiritual duty. Water is a gift from nature, an element that sustains all forms of life. However, in many parts of the world, waste and pollution of this resource have caused great imbalances. When we recognize water as sacred, we are called to consume it mindfully, understanding that each drop is precious and essential for the planet's equilibrium. Respecting water goes beyond physical use. It involves a deep awareness of its spiritual and ecological importance. Practicing spiritual sustainability means adopting an attitude of gratitude for water, integrating small daily actions that promote conscious use. Reducing water waste in daily activities, such as showering time, faucet use, and plant irrigation may seem like simple acts, but they reflect a commitment to respecting nature and preserving this sacred resource. Additionally, actions like rainwater harvesting or reusing domestic water are ways to align our daily practices with a philosophy of harmony with the environment. Another spiritual practice of respecting water is cultivating a sense of gratitude. When drinking a glass of water, take a moment to thank it for its presence in your life. When you see a river or a lake, reflect on the vital role they play in the cycle of life. Small expressions of gratitude help us develop a mindset of respect and reverence, which in turn strengthens our commitment to protecting this vital resource. Ultimately, spiritual sustainability reminds us that caring for water is an integral part of our spiritual journey. By treating water with respect and gratitude, we are not only preserving a natural resource but also fostering a deeper sense of connection with the earth and the spirit. We have reached the end of this journey, where we explored water not just as a physical resource, but as a source of spiritual nourishment, balance, and healing. Water, in all its simplicity, offers profound lessons about life, renewal, and harmony with nature. As we reflect on the central role of water in our lives, we can recognize that it guides us toward a state of greater balance, both physically and spiritually. Recalling the main points discussed, we see how water is revered in various philosophical and spiritual traditions, serving as a symbol of purification, transformation, and connection to the divine. Water teaches us about fluidity and detachment, reminding us that life is in constant motion and that we must adapt serenely to its changes. Additionally, everyday practices such as meditating with water, being mindful while drinking it, and engaging in purification baths are powerful ways to integrate this sacred element into our routine, promoting health and spiritual well-being. Now, the invitation is for you, the viewer, to reflect on your own connection with water. How can you incorporate these practices into your daily life to cultivate more balance and harmony? Water is always present, offering us the opportunity to renew ourselves, to rebalance our mind, body, and spirit, and to live in greater sync with the flow of life. Embrace these teachings and bring the awareness of water into your routine. Whether through small gestures of gratitude while drinking a glass of water or through purification rituals, remember that water is a reflection of life, fluid, balanced, and transformative. And if you wish to continue this journey of self-discovery, spirituality, and well-being, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Here we share content that inspires the pursuit of a more conscious and balanced life, helping you reconnect with your essence and the world around you.